I started shorting SPY in pre-market, got a good partial, tried to add and stopped out. And then SPY wasn't quite in a good position. I wanted it to come up a little bit higher, but I noticed Qs was a little bit more favorable, and the order book was much heavier on Qs.
I would like to invite all of our members to join our first ever live trading workshop. It's a full day event in Fort Lauderdale in Florida. We're going to have live trading with some of very best traders in the community, walking around you, helping you to make the decisions while you are in the trade, while you are practicing to make you a better trader. If you're interested, sign up bearabletraders.com/workshop. We have few spots left, and I'm really looking forward to see as many of our traders in the events. I think it's going to be amazing.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Thor Young. I'm a moderator with Bear Bull Traders, and I would like to do a little recap for you. Been a while since I've been up on the tube. We've had Andrew in house, hasn't been traveling as much, so we've had just lots of great content from him and Artie, but today he wasn't around, so guess what? Finally getting my chance to hang out with our own Prophet of Profit, Brian. You know we always make money when we trade together. Brian, how you doing, brother?
Good, good, buddy. Good to trade with you this morning, as always. Yeah, so we had a good day. You were short the Qs at the open. We were really quite extended, and yeah, so got a nice pullback on that after a little bit of a pop at the open. But that was your trade. I was looking at CRM. CRM had a good day going. There was some news about them, I think, taking on some new investor, and they were on CNBC, so they got a nice pop. But they started to sell off as we got closer to the open, so I was looking at that. They were trading below the VWAP, so that's what I call my lead balloon trade. So shorted it, pretty much popped right up to the VWAP at the open. That's where I shorted it, and yeah, 156.50 was the entry, and then we were off to the races. Had a nice drop, and covered it down at 155, the last bid out there. So yeah, good trade on that one. And then Amazon was another short. So I tried to take it long at the open. Didn't work out, but then took it short as it dropped through the VWAP. So that was a VWAP failure as soon as it dropped through the VWAP, and then it got a really nice run down there. Kind of missed the bottom, but I'm happy with the way it turned out anyway. So,
well, that is awesome. I mean, you know, we always, you know, we never know 100% what's going on, so that's why we manage risk, right? So this is a perfect example of, you know, you saw it going. It obviously was strong. It popped up and ran out the top side, but immediately stuffed back. You recognized that, preserved your capital, and got out, and then flipped short once it confirmed weak at this, you know, this loss of this 5-minute range, if you will. That's really good stuff. I know a lot of the room got that one when you were looking at that. I know a bunch of the room got on that, which was really awesome.
Awesome.
So I kind of did something similar. So kind of like what you were thinking and what you said at the beginning is I was looking at range. Like for me, everything was really, really gapped up. Like if you guys go and look at the my chart here on the SPY, the SPY in the pre-market had already made a massive move and was already running all the way out to the edge of the daily range. So I started shorting SPY in pre-market, got a good partial, tried to add and stopped out. And then SPY wasn't quite in a good position. I wanted it to come up a little bit higher, but I noticed Qs was a little bit more favorable, and the order book was much heavier on Qs and looked much cleaner to the downside. So I went ahead and went short in Qs, used, you know, I think it was 277.25 basically as my stop. Got good partials at VWAP with a market, and then I basically just started adding at the return to the moving averages. When we came back to the 20, I was adding in, got some nice drops. I'm actually added in again and got really close to getting stopped out. But fortunately, I'm still in, and I got orders sitting out here at 273. I picked this 288 area because there's some large orders kind of right around there. And actually, they moved in front of me, which isn't very polite, but we'll deal with that later. So we've got these orders on here. Only other trade I took is the pivot bot did call LI. So I did try a short on there, which I got a partial, but went out at break even when that wicked back through. Good decision there too. It just got choppy before it finally dropped. Now it's doing something. But that's it for me for my trades for the day. The room was really good. Just kind of a general thesis recap here. Remember, y'all, probability for trades are almost always going to be better back to value. It takes a lot for a stock to break out. It does not take a lot for it to fail, right? So generically, if you're playing, especially in a choppier market like we've had recently, you can play the tops and bottoms of ranges with a much higher percentage of a hit rate from these areas, because you're more likely to come back into those ranges or be held within those ranges than break out. Until we get outside, until we start making some real good new highs on the market, the ETFs like Qs and SPY and these other ones, you know, continue to keep that in mind, that your probability is gonna make sure you have every signal you need for it to be a breakout. But once it is a breakout, it should be really obvious, because it's gonna be doing something different. So I hope that it was a good recap for everybody. If it was, please take a moment, thumbs up, like the channel, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, helps the algos. You know how it works. Give us a little help. We'll keep bringing you some more free content. Brian, my brother, pleasure as always. Looking forward to the Florida workshop. I think you and I are going to hang.
Yes,
are we going to party for the first time?
Yes, we are. We're going to see, we're going to get to see each other face to face first time.
Face to face for the first time.
With,
I thought it was me. Every time I went near him, he would take a vacation somewhere else. I just kind of thought it was me. But apparently, finally, we're bringing him to Florida, and we're going to have a party. Which, one last plug, if you haven't gotten in for the Florida, check out the social media. The workshop's coming through. A huge event. Started medium size, has gone huge. Going to be epic. Can't wait to see everyone there. So I hope everyone has a great trading day. And as always, keep it green, y'all. We'll see you on tomorrow. Thanks, brother.
Yeah. Cheers.